Hey all, no Null here. So with the announcement 2 months ago that the third Sonic movie is in production, I thought I'd go over my predictions for it as I'm rather hyped for it after that mid-credits scene from the second movie, and overall I really enjoyed the second movie as a huge Sonic fan. This video will obviously contain spoilers for the second movie, so I highly recommend that you watch the film if you have not already. So with the reveal of Shadow, it appears to me that they will be adapting the story of Sonic Adventure 2, one of my all-time favorite Sonic games. Now I'm actually shocked that they will be doing this, as Adventure 2 has an almost complex and rather dark story, so that makes it all the more exciting. However, just like how Sonic 2 is a very loose adaptation of the story of Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I imagine that the movie's retelling of Adventure 2 will be quite different from the story of the game. I doubt we'll see Amy and Rouge, and I sort of doubt we'll get the darker element of that story. But I do think it will be more similar to Adventure 2's story than the second movie was to Sonic 3's story, as Project Shadow is directly mentioned. So Shadow's backstory appears to be similar to the games, being created in Project Shadow 50 years ago. I imagine that the scene where we see him is the same scene from Sonic Adventure 2 where he is being released from stasis. I imagine that Gerald Robotnik will have created him just like in the games, to be the ultimate life form, and that he will seek revenge for Mariah by trying to destroy Earth, though I wouldn't be surprised if the backstory with him and Mariah is altered slightly. I doubt Black Doom will have any role in Shadow's backstory or even be referenced. I'd also be surprised if Colony Arc didn't appear in the movie and wasn't the place where Project Shadow was developed, as taking Sonic to space would be a good way to up the scale of the third film in comparison to the second. So I think the plot of the movie will revolve around Robotnik, or if Jim Carrey really is retiring, then Agent Stone, who is shown to have survived the destruction of the Death Egg robot, and will probably be determined to carry on Robotnik's legacy, investigating Gerald's old research, and stumbling upon the facility where Shadow was being kept. They release him just like in the credits scene, and will team up to collect the 7 Chaos Emeralds in order to power up Colony Arc's laser. I think the film will for the first half follow Team Sonic and Team Dark trying to find the 7 Chaos Emeralds from wherever Sonic sent them at the end of the second movie, while Gun tries to track Sonic down thinking he is Shadow, probably leading to a recreation of the opening of the hero story in SA2. And obviously, we will get epic fight scenes between Sonic and Shadow. I predict that the film will culminate with Sonic and Shadow teaming up with each other to prevent some threat from destroying the Earth after Shadow receives character development like in SA2. Perhaps this threat is that the Ark falls to Earth, though I could see this being a slightly different threat, such as Robotnik in some form. Maybe we could even see Metal Sonic as the final boss of the film. I hope so, as Metal Sonic is one of my favorite villains ever. This will then likely lead to them using the Chaos Emeralds to become Super Sonic and Super Shadow, as we know super forms exist in this canon, and just like in the games, Shadow will die and probably not come back like in the games, as I'd be surprised if the third and possibly final film was not the darkest and saddest. Also, as for Shadow's powers and abilities, I think they will obviously be the same as Sonic's, and I'd be shocked if he also didn't have Chaos Control. Also, maybe we could even see Chaos Spears and Chaos Energy Blast. So overall, I think the film will mostly follow Sonic Adventure 2's story, though I expect they will change many aspects to better suit a movie and to avoid just being a retelling of the games, in order to be its own story. Also, I'd be totally surprised if we didn't see the moon being blown up in half, probably being shown in the trailers. And one last thing. Team Sonic still have the Weekend Master Emerald on them, so I imagine it will have a role of some kind to play. Oh, and I'd imagine the humans will have even lesser of a role. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe.